season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Connection to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number...
Turning it on! Bulldozes his way through. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lyon. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
The Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. From the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Lopez to pass. Quickly complete. And he... it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Quick catch on third down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Finds his man. It's Smith. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways. And you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That Miami offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. Picks up the first down, still moving. Boy, did he look as as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next.
There he goes! Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's gone. Right to the edge, and they need one more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. They're trying to slam it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Making side adjustments here. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Smith.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Ashley. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
No, there's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. Out across the 40 and first out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Lopez to pass. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, UNC.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gauze. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. Inside the 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Quarterback making adjustments. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the right and wings it incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Powers through.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
There he goes. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Strong, firm tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes his man miss. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game,
turning it on! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
this defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, it took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll get rid of it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using the quick game. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
To the air, it's Holstein. Under fire. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he added the extra point.
Miami, 35, North Carolina, 14.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He might want another play. Lopez wants to fire. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll move the receiver. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tar Heels in the hurry up. Lopez to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to get the edge on the right. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pressure coming. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab at the 30. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Lopez wants to fire. Rushes on him. Complete to the right. Pulled down for the tackle.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Unloads it left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Intercepted by Miami. And they'll take over first and
This
10.
is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a second and long. Lopez to pass. Under fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.